Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 12, Episode 6 called Astral Projecting. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right. It don't even matter. I ain't gonna lie to you. I attempted to watch this yesterday when the episode came out. Your girl fell asleep, so that's why we're doing it tonight, the next day. Anyway, ain't not much really to take from this episode, but you know how we do. We're just gonna start off where they started off at. We got Lil Mendeecees. He's graduating from high school, so everybody's cool in a better place, especially Samantha and Yandy. So, you know, we at his graduation party, but Yandy and Mendeecees, they go away to sit down. What I want to talk about the relationship, okay? Nothing much to take from that. We then move on to Zell. He goes to visit Bambi. They get customized grills together with his, like, I guess, grill lady, whatever. And, you know, obviously they're talking. Zell saying that, you know, he effing with guys, he effing with girls. He got a little boo thing, a little boo he got from Mexico, but she lives in Atlanta. And, you know, they fucked without a condom. And clearly she not on birth control or any type of contraceptives on herself. So she may be pregnant. So they then talk about the drama with Amy. I would go more into the pregnancy thing, but we're going to get more into the pregnancy thing later on in the episode, in this review, recap, all that stuff. All right, we then move on to Erica Banks. She's working out with Amy and Ashley. After their little workout session, they talk about numerous things, but things that we already done talked about, which is pretty much Ashley and her issues with Lil Zane. Then they talk about the drama from Mama D's event. And all I can really take from this scene, and Diamond, Erica invites them to Diamond's bachelorette party. All I can really take from this scene is the fact that I appreciate that all of them look like they don't have makeup on, like they're natural and they look naturally beautiful. Because, you know, sometimes we be seeing girls be working out with a face full of makeup, which makes no sense to me. So that's the main thing I can take from this scene. We're going to move on right along because we don't got time to waste here, people. This episode really wasn't much, like I said. But, you know, once we get to later on in the recap, review, whatever episode, what done happened, then I have like a little few side comments, you know what I'm saying? So then we get to Yandy and Mendeecees. They go to see their therapist for their, you know, one of their sessions. And, you know, I guess their homework was to write a letter to each other. So Yandy reads her letter first. She gets a little emotional reading it. Pretty much saying that she appreciates him and she don't say it, you know, often, and apologizes for her wrongdoings and whatnot. Mendeecees appreciates her words and whatnot, but lets us know in the confessional that it ain't really hitting for nothing, you know. It's like, oh, thanks for the appreciation, but like you probably should have said this like a long time ago. He don't say that word for word, I'm just paraphrasing. So then I guess he goes to read his letter. And Yandy appreciates him talking about their relationship in a positive light because I guess lately he hasn't really been doing so. So it seems like things are on the up and up or sounding good for this therapy session, but it immediately goes left because, you know, one of the female therapists brings up the fact that Mendeecees has stopped wearing his wedding ring. He stopped wearing his wedding ring for quite some time now. Yandy doesn't like it, obviously. Now, for this, yeah, I'm gonna be looking at you sideways. I'm always wearing my wedding ring. Why the hell you not wearing your wedding ring? Then again, y'all public figures. Yandy, when they see you, they see Mendeecees. Mendeecees, when they see you, they see Yandy. But I understand, Yandy, that you would want homeboy to be wearing his wedding ring, just like I'm sure Ashley would want Lil Zane to be wearing his wedding ring. You know, but niggas don't be caring, okay? Unfortunately, some niggas, I'm not gonna say all, but you got some niggas that they're gonna run on their own accord. But looking at the people who don't be wanting to wear their, it might be a correlation with that. Okay, so I let me not even say nothing. But I'm just, y'all public figures, so we know who y'all with. But at the same time, like, it don't matter. Y'all married, right? So yeah, homeboy, wear your ring. Like, put that thing on. So then after that scene, I guess the therapist asked him, you know, is his marriage worth fighting for or whatever. He's saying he's trying to get to that point. That frustrates Yandy. So after their session, it don't look like there's any type of progression with this session. So once they get in the car, they kind of bicker back and forth. What else is new? Are they still together to this day? I believe so. So I just hope y'all work on your marriage. I'm not gonna say, oh, good luck with that. I just really hope y'all work on your marriage if that's something y'all really want. If y'all don't, then y'all might need to, chuck up the deuces. I don't know, but I know it's complicated with the businesses you got together and the kids you got together. um, it's just one of those things. It's like, are you willing to spend the rest of your life with this person in this predicament, or is it better to just go your separate ways and be at peace? I don't know. That's for them to figure out, not for me. We didn't move on to Jasmine and Diamond. They FaceTime. Diamond invites her to her bachelorette party. That's cool. And then we have Carly and Amy. I guess Amy's trying to find an outfit for the bachelorette party, and I guess Carly's also going to the bachelorette party too. All right, cool. We then have Zell. He's in a hot tub or a pool. I don't know if he's at a resort or something in Atlanta. He don't want homegirl to come to his house to see where he lives for real. But he invites his Mexico boo, Brianna, to come over. So she comes over. She says she missed her period and, she wants to be married before she carries. Now, this is what's the main thing I wanted to talk about on here, okay? It never ceases to amaze me how y'all stay be wanting to say, "Oh, I want to be married before I have a kid." Not saying that's a wrong, mindset to have. Not saying that's not a good moral to have. That's good. I said the same thing. I say I'll be damned if I have a kid and we don't got the same last name. Okay, we all gonna have the same last name in this house. That's what I've always said, and I am sticking to what I said. Now, I'm not, judging anyone for having premarital sex. That's not what I'm getting to. What I'm trying to get to is y'all talking about, I want to make, I want kids after marriage. So what precautions are you taking to make sure you have kids after marriage? Okay? Because you can have sex before marriage and still have kids after marriage, but it's like y'all be getting pregnant before marriage and then be acting like, dang, like this is not the what I wanted. So why didn't you wear a condom? So why didn't you have birth control or whatever, different type of birth controls they have so you don't get pregnant, or to really decrease the likelihood of you getting pregnant? Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I want to make sure I have kids after marriage, but it's another thing that you're doing the complete opposite of that happening. Like, what's the point? Like, the risk you take by having unprotected sex. And I mean like full-blown unprotected, no birth control, no nothing. There's a likelihood every time you let a nigga slide his dick in with no form of protection, one sperm may stick. Okay. Especially when, during ovulation week, you know what I'm saying? I understand sex drive may peak, you know what I'm saying? I get it. I've been there plenty of times. I've been there. But unlike y'all folks, Anyway, we're not talking about me, we talking about her. I'm just saying, I don't understand, like, y'all really be shocked. Like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant. No, I didn't want it to happen this way. Like, I wanted to be a wife before I had a kid. But you're not taking birth control, bro. You're not on no IUD, none of that. You're not using a condom. It's your ovulation week. I know some people don't be tracking stuff, but like, how are we really that surprised? Now, unless you got stuff like me, like PCOS and all that stuff, like, I understand, but there's still a likelihood. Protect yourself, and we're not even talking about pregnancy too. What about STDs? Like, people be more concerned about pregnancy than STDs. That's wild to me also. Like, so pregnancy is the only thing that can happen from you having unprotected sex, not like you contracting anything. And I'm not talking about BV. I know that's common. I'm not talking about UTI. I know that's common. No, I'm talking about the stuff that you got sexy red name of her lip gloss, lipstick, whatever the hell she got going on. Gonorrhea, HIV, like, come on, bro. Like, we gotta do better. Okay, as a general, okay, I'm not pinpointing, even though Brianna's a prime example of this. But like, I'm gonna be looking at you like this when you want to talk about, oh, I want to make sure I have a kid after marriage versus before, but you raw dogging niggas in Mexico. with no form of contraception. You not on birth control stuff. So you just going. And I understand, people be lit on vacation, vacation, and all that. But we gotta do better, people. We gotta do better. There's so many people, children being conceived from one night stands and stuff like that, and the main people you be judging, you be doing the same mistakes. I never understand. It never ceases to amaze me. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I make mistakes all the time. I feel like I make mistakes every day. But the matter of the fact is, something I make sure, like, I don't want no kids before marriage. Like I said, we all gonna have the same last name, damn it. So I'm gonna make sure I take that precaution to make sure that, and I did. I mean, I don't got no kids, but I'm just saying, like, y'all gotta do better. Hey, we moving on. We moving on. Anywho, so in the same scene, okay, Zell tells her that he dates and has sex with men as well. She's not really too up and roar about it. She's not upset. She doesn't care as long as he's being safe. She said that, and I'm just like, oh, as long as he's being safe. Is that just because he's having sexual relations with men? Are you being safe? Because you just got pregnant from a, oh, I'm sorry, I'm jumping the gun here, but you just got pregnant from a nigga from Mexico that you didn't even know about. Are you being safe? No, clearly not. Because you got knocked up from a nigga in Mexico that you didn't even know. Anywho, so Zell brought a pregnancy test, so she goes to take it, and I guess while she's taking the test, Zell's praying as he's waiting for the results, saying that, he's nervous. He already peed in the water 3 times because it was like in a hot tub pool type situation. And I'm just like, all right, Zell, thank you for letting us know. I know, like, a lot of people pee in the pool and all that stuff. You just don't gotta let us know about that. Just keep that to yourself. You don't gotta let us know everything. Like, inquiring minds want to know, but, like, I don't want to know about that stuff. That's not the stuff I want to inquire about. You know what I'm saying? So, but thank you for the information. Thank you for that fun fact, Zell. Thank you so much. So then we move on to, we don't see the results. We move on to Bambi, Zell, and Jessica. They go see an astrologer, and that's where Zell shows them the pregnancy test. That, homegirl is pregnant. He gonna be a daddy, so they're happy for him. Am I happy for Zell? Listen, I just look at it as, if you're happy, then I'm happy. Like, if this is something you want, or if this is like a surprise, but it's just like you're not upset that it happened, listen, I'm rooting for you. If you are upset, I'm not gonna say it in a sense of like, oh, you should have known better or should have done better, but you should have known better and should have done better, essentially. But mistakes happen. I get that. But when you're talking about, your baby mama, I'm talking about Zell. When you're talking about you want to be married before you carry, too late. And from the sounds of it, she already has a kid, a prior kid. So what are you doing? You're doing the complete opposite of what you say you want to do. So, well, here we go again. If this is your second kid, so they talk about having a baby mama reveal, and Zell says Sierra's not invited and whatnot. Listen, this your event. Listen, you don't want to invite Sierra, whatever. I'm not. Who? That's your event. Who cares? But here goes Jessica and Bambi talking about, oh, he should tell Santana before he finds out elsewhere. Why? They're not friends. They're not together no more. For what reason? He's blocked on everything from what he's saying. So what's the need for anyone to tell Santana anything? And from what the preview show for next week, Santana look like he don't give a fuck. So it was a waste of a conversation. But, we got to fill out this season some way, somehow. So we're going to have a scene with Zell and Santana next week. So then we get to Diamond's bachelorette party. So Yandy's there as well. Everyone's having a granular time. We got stripper Mr. Incredible dancing on Diamond and on Erica, smacking ass. Carly acting like approves and like, oh no, I got it, man. I would never do that. Okay, Carly, just sit in the corner. Just tell him. You could just say no, thank you. Okay, and usually strippers will respect that. I've been to bachelorette parties before. I'm going to one this weekend. This is actually my first bachelorette trip. This is gonna be fun. Anyway, That's beside the point. Co-ed too, like bachelorette and bachelor. We can get okay, whatever. We ain't talking about me. We talking about these folks. But yeah, Carly, if you're not trying to do nothing, just tell them no. Strippers, for the most part, are respectful. Okay, not what you be seeing on in the movies, like from the Players Club and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, they're respectful. Like, you didn't have to do all that. You're doing the most. You even dropping like alcohol on Amy and stuff. Yeah, Carly, get a grip, please. Carly, get a grip. You can still be messy, so you can stay on the show, but you don't gotta be doing all this. You do the most at all times, and it's so annoying. So, anywho, after that, we have the girls sitting down to eat and talk. Well, they wasn't eating; they was just talking. But I'm looking at what they got on the table, and I'm just like, so y'all really about to let these tacos and stuff get soggy and stuff? Nobody gonna take a bite of nothing? I hope y'all gave it to the producers, because y'all just be wasting food and drinks like it's no tomorrow, and that be upsetting me, bro. Because it's like, with the inflation, with as expensive as every damn thing is like, we can't afford to be wasting money on tacos. And at these restaurants, a taco platter be like 20 something bucks. In Atlanta, probably 20 something bucks. That's why whenever I go to Atlanta, I just, hopefully my brother could pay for me, the one that lives up there, because sometimes I'm just like, bro, I'm already spending enough to get a ticket over there, even though it's only like an hour, not even an hour flight. It's like a 45-minute flight. It don't even matter, but we can't be wasting money on the food. Y'all had so much food on that table, and I didn't see not one of y'all take a bite out of a taco, take a fry. I didn't even see y'all sip on a drink. Wasteful. Such a shame. Anyway, do you see how I'm more focused on the food than these folks? Anyway, they talking. So Diamond says Erica's gonna be one of her bridesmaids. We got Carly feeling some type of way because she's like, oh, I know Diamond longer, so why is Erica a bridesmaid? What the hell you knowing Diamond longer technically got to do with anything, Carly? Girl, I knew my mama longer than anybody else in this whole damn world. Did I make her? Did I choose for her to be a bridesmaid in my wedding? No. So what you talking about? Just because you know someone longer doesn't mean that automatically makes you eligible to be their bridesmaid. It's whoever they're closest with. Clearly, she's more closer with Erica Banks than she is you, so she's gonna choose Erica Banks as the bridesmaid. Girl, get the hell out of here. You just be hopeful that you get invited to the wedding. Then if you wasn't invited, then I can understand you feeling some type of way not being invited. But as far as a bridesmaid, get a grip. So anywho, after that, we got Carly and Amy talking trash about Bambi to Yandy, and then talking about the whole Mama D event situation. And then that's when we have Jasmine. Speaking of the Mama D drama, Jasmine and her friend Erica, that's when they finally pull up, goes to commercial for dramatic effect, comes back from commercial for dramatic effect. Carly goes to pull Jasmine to the side to talk. Yandy's sitting with them, and Carly wants to see the proof that Jasmine's talking about, that Kirk still wants to do with her, whatever the case may be. Yandy's not interested in seeing the receipts and said that she should really be showing the receipts to Rashida, but Jasmine's like, well, she don't even want to talk to me. I don't even have the girl's number. They're kind of going back and forth. Carly's kind of agreeing with Yandy, and Yandy's like, no, I'm not going to entertain this, and walks away. But I'm just kind of like, the fact that y'all got all this smoke for Jasmine, and I get it, y'all root, y'all trying to stick up for Rashida, but Rashida don't give a fuck, bro. Like, let's be honest. Rashida don't give a fuck about what Jasmine got going on. Honestly, I feel, I'm not gonna say this is what she feels. I'm just saying, from what I'm seeing, what I feel, Rashida really don't even give a fuck about the son. You know how some wives be when their husband had a kid out of the marriage, when they come over, when that kid comes over, the wife be kind of looking at that kid sideways, because it's like, well, that's not my kid, and this is a constant everyday reminder that my husband done cheated on me and all that stuff. And it's just like, I'm not saying that's what Rashida does, but from the way they barely see the son in the first place, to Rashida saying, oh, sometimes you're not going to get what you want, in regards to their agreement of Kirk seeing the son once a month to begin with, and he doesn't even do that, lets me know that Rashida really don't give a fuck about the kid. She gonna make sure he survives when he's at the house, but I don't feel like she gonna give that kid, the tender, love and care that she would give her kids. And I can understand for feeling some type of way, but at the same time, if you're gonna stay with this man, regardless of what of what he did to you, then I don't understand why you taking it out on the kid. You know what I'm saying? So in that regard, that's why I understand, and where Jasmine's coming from, of like, I don't even talk to this girl, I don't even have a number. Like, even if I were to try to talk to her, Rashida don't want to talk to me. So like, y'all trying to say, oh, I need to talk to her, no, for what? So I get Jasmine on that point. As far as like Erica Dixon, Yandy, y'all so, and or Amy too, y'all so hell bent on like not liking Jasmine. And this is why she feels like y'all be giving Kirk a pass. And they're like, we're not giving Kirk a pass. But it's kind of like you're disregarding, like, Jasmine's not really the issue here. Yes, she done mess with a married man. That's something she always gonna have to live with, because now she got a son with a guy. But the issue is Kirk. Y'all having all this smoke for Jasmine, but the issue really is Kirk. And if Rashida looks like she don't give a fuck to the point she's not giving Kirk no smoke, we shouldn't be giving Kirk no smoke. At this point, this storyline, this issue, this constant problem that Rashida has with Kirk is above me now. Like, that one guy is above me now. I don't care. Y'all not about to bring a freaking storyline from like 5 seasons ago, bring it back here and think I'm going to give it the animosity, the hostility, the energy that I would have gave it if I was doing reviews back then, when that whole situation first happened. So, look, if Rashida acting calm, cool, collected about it, then we should too. Because at the end of the day, she's still going to stick beside him. So what are we upset for? That's where the scene ends. That's where the episode ends. I'm surprised this review made it as long as it did. I really didn't think. I thought this review was gonna be like 5 minutes. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but we made it to 22 minutes. So thank you so much. If you're still watching, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Okay. If you laughed at least once, please subscribe. If you didn't, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We always got next week. Let's try again. Okay, come back next week. Hopefully I can make you laugh. Hopefully you can subscribe then. Okay, comment down below what you thought about this episode. Be easy breezy, lemon squeezy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.